news at Second Breakfast. This broadcast is sponsored by L'Oreal 4 Feet.
L'Oréal, parce que vous le valez bien.
Welcome back to Second Breakfast News. My name is Lara Teeville. The famous Hobbit rapper Gilwelbo G has sold his millionth album. His comeback album has shot up to second place, right after The Hobbits.
Hey, what's up, Golems? I want to thank my main fans and all my badass sponsored brands. Gil, bruh. You orcs made me fucking rich. But this album ain't made without a hitch. All the hardship I went through to make this album just for you. Now I ain't need no more pension. And I thank you, Breakfast News, for the attention.
Mildly distressing news. The attacks against the Shire have continued since first breakfast. Our reporter, Bill Buckshot, is on site with a local farmer. Let's take a look.
Thank you, Laura Teeville. I'm here along the edges of the Shire with a hobbit farmer named Deribo. Deribo, your wine is known across the lands. Everyone loves it that drinks it. Are you worried at all that the attacks might affect your crops?
Well, to be honest, grapes are very delicate creatures, and any stress will harm the quality of the grapes.
Okay.
I'm really hoping that the orcs won't come too close, because just their smell might make the grapes kind of sour, and yes, I'm really worried. My wife can't sleep at the moment.
Well, thank you. Well, that's all you heard from Deribo. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Bill. Our correspondent Jack Jeeves spoke to the mayor of Nocrichton about the situation. Let's take a look.
Thank you, Laura Teeville. I am now here in Nocrichton with the mayor of Nocrichton. Sir, do you think you're ready and prepared in the case of a siege?
I think we are prepared. We have stored all the tobacco in the tower of the church, and we have also, to deceive them, stored all the pork in the tower next to the church. So we are fully prepared, and nothing can dampen our spirits.
Thank you. That's what you heard from the mayor. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Jack. We asked around in the interracial community for the reaction to the recent attacks. Let's tune in to Sam Scarfring in the mines of Marpod.
Thank you, Laura Teeville. I'm here in the mines of Mortput with a dwarf woman. Dwarf woman, what do you think of the recent attacks against the hobbits?
It's very terrible. The whole situation is gonna change for the worse. The economy is gonna get so unstable and we won't be able to sell our gems.
Okay. That was all you heard from a dwarf woman. Now I'm going to go interview another dwarf woman. I'm here again with another dwarf woman. Dwarf woman, what do you think about the beer situation with the attacks?
The beer situation is gonna change everything. With no beer, we won't be able to suck our beards anymore. And that's just terrible.
Thank you. That's all you heard from a dwarf woman. I'm going to go ahead and send it back now to Laura Teeville in the studio. To you, Laura.
Thank you, Sam. Now let's pan over to Luke Longlegs in the Elven Kingdom.
What a wonderful day it is.
Dagurinn sjálfsögðu fallegur og jökullinn logar.
Wait!
Hver kallar okkur?
Look. Come here.
Hvað kom þessi hljóð?
I can hear someone. Over here. Look down here.
Já, góða kvöldið.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
I'm Otnes. Who are you?
I'm a news reporter.
Góð kvöldið, fréttamaður.
Yeah, sure. Could I ask you a question?
Sjálfsögðu, ég get alltaf svara spurningum.
Could I ask you a question?
No, he is our chief. You can ask him. Please.
Okay. Will you be helping the hobbits?
Stuttvætlingarnir munu hjálpa sér sjálfir. Engin veit hvað gerist. Örlögin bíða.
You didn't understand?
No.
Let me just translate. He just said it's outside. It's always colder than in the night.
Okay. And does that help us?
Yes, I think so.
I don't think it does.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Goodbye. That was the elves. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Luke, for that useful information. Mark Merriweather is on site with the White Wizard Gandalf, who is willing to speak to us on behalf of the Council. Let's take a look.
Thank you, Laura Teeville. I'm here with Gandalf the White. Gandalf, how are you going to help us?
Do not despair, my fellow hobbits. The council is already gathered, trying to solve this problem.
Oh, and one more thing, Gandalf. Do you have any fireworks? Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Mark. The Council has granted us the right to make our own rings of power to protect the Shire. The Council of Elder Hobbits has opened recruitments for ring bearers. All hobbits aged 28 or older are eligible to apply. The recruitment centre is located in the town of Nocrichton. In other news, the famous Funt and Schleiper pencil factory suffers significantly under the recent unrest. Pete Podled is currently with the factory's chief executive hobbit.
Thank you, Laura. Pete Podled here with the chief executive for the pencil factory. Sir, I was just wondering, what do you think is causing the recent suffering for your business?
Well, the attacks against the Shire it's very unstable, the economy, because of that, and people are just not writing as much, and there's also been a massive increase in pencil thefts in the Shire recently, and that's not good for business.
So what are you going to do now then?
I heard of this magical new contraption. It's called pens. So I might branch out, but I'm also thinking, because of all the thefts, that I might branch out into the security business. Because I have a nephew who's really big. He's 7 hobbit inches high, or hobbit feet high, and I think that could really help the security situation. So.
Well, sounds like a plan. All right. Well, you just heard from the chief executive of the pencil factory. Back to you, Laura.
Thank you, Pete. And that's all for today's Second Breakfast News. We will be back for further updates at Tensies. This has been Lara Teeville. Cheerio!